Robert Karpathios here, creator of the Ditch Your Dad-bod Blueprint, and welcome to another episode of Own Your Life. Now, you're about to meet two of our VIP fat loss students, a true power couple, and learn how they conquer their health, their fitness, and their happiness together. Let's head inside.
I would say at the beginning of our relationship, because we were still trying to figure ourselves out, we were actually quite fit. Like, I remember being in my early 20s and I was doing CrossFit and, eating right. We were eating paleo for a long time, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I was in the best shape of my life.
The reason CrossFit didn't work for me personally is I liked going, I liked the group that was there. I didn't like the inflexibility. Like I commute, I have to travel. And the fact that the workout's at 5:30 and you can only get there for 5:30, and if you're 6 minutes late, it's kind of like
it's already started.
Yeah, it's already started, or you're not allowed to be late, and so then actually working out became stressful. I didn't I was more stressed about having to leave work at a certain time to get back to the gym for a certain time, and it just at one point it worked really well, and then all of a sudden it just didn't work anymore.
COVID impacted my role at work significantly. I was managing an intensive care unit and an emerge department at the time when we went right into COVID, and I packed on a lot of weight. Like, I was stress eating and I was working tons of hours. Like, there was days where I was at work by 7 and not coming home until like 11 o'clock at night, writing new policies, all kinds of stuff to try to even just get through the first couple of waves. And with everything being locked down, I just felt the weight pack on. It was nothing for us that summer to go to our friend's pool because we couldn't do anything else.
I remember this. Yeah.
And literally I would bring like 12 beers with me and drink them within a couple hours, and
without
literally
without even
thinking.
Yeah.
And then be like, hey, I gotta bum a couple more beers off people because I had nothing else to do. The lockdowns literally drove me absolutely insane.
And I was watching other people talk about COVID weight, and I said, we were in my mind, I was at the top end of where I felt comfortable. And I was actually getting concerned that if I let that go for another year, I would be beyond the top end of where I felt comfortable. And it would be that much harder. So that's kind of why I didn't want to go the whole year of COVID or being stuck in my house, because I wasn't sure if that was going to happen again, right? Without having something to focus on, having something to spend my days doing that was more positive than just saying I'm packing on COVID weight, At the point where I was starting to see you online a bit, Rob, and take notice and think that maybe it might work for us or for me, it was really at that point a decision just for myself. I knew that he would do something with me, but I sometimes am the one that will just say, this is what we're doing, or this is what I'm doing. And we had gone on a trip up to Thunder Bay. It was just, the whole purpose was just to drive to Thunder Bay and to drive back and to see Ontario. And we had photos taken. We were at lookout points and taking photos. And it's not like our bodies looked terrible. I've always said that. Even when we were less in shape, I was still attracted to Tyler. We were driving back, coming back from Thunder Bay, and he was driving. I never drive, so he's driving, and I'm looking at your Instagram, your story, and I'm just thinking about this trip and the food we've eaten and the restaurants and looking at the photos of myself. That was all kind of coming together, and I literally looked over at him. Our buddy was sleeping in the back seat, and I said, I'm signing up with this guy right now. I'm going to send him a message. And I actually remember saying, I have a feeling it's going to cost us a bit, but I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. In that first 6 months of that program, I dropped about 30 pounds. And so I stayed on with you after that for about a year. And it's I really never had muscle definition, on my body, in certain areas. I've never really had biceps necessarily, you know what I mean? And I can look in the mirror and flex and see a bicep muscle. It doesn't have to be the biggest one, but I can see it, do you know what I mean? And then I noticed, I noticed my shoulders and my upper torso and the definition that's in it. And I look in the mirror and I get that feedback from myself, and it makes me want to continue. It's actually not hard, to be honest with you. In your program, it's not hard. Rob will say, trust the process. If you just slow down a bit and don't freak out, just trust the process, just stay consistent. I just keep looking in the mirror. I'll go to the gym, I'll watch myself work out while I'm working out, and I am happy with like my complete shape. Do you know what I mean? Like from the shoulders, like you can see like you know, wide at the top and narrow at the bottom. You can like narrow the torso, and when you get your feedback and Rob looks at your progress photos, he'll point out where he sees things, and sometimes I don't see what he sees, but it feels good when he says like, no, I'm happy with this, you know? And so someone else is telling you sometimes too, like you know, they're pointing out those small changes that we're making as we continue.
Like I lost 30 pounds pretty much as soon as you joined to the time that I joined with you. I had done 30 pounds on my own. And just having a plan, I lost an additional 20. And like I wasn't even expecting to do that. I was like, oh, I'm 190, like that's great.
And he still looked good 50 pounds heavier. I don't know how to explain it. Like he did. Like he still...
Like I was happy.
Yeah. But you look really good now. Sorry, he does. He does look really good.
I'm happy with the transition, but I certainly feel way better. Not even just physically, mentally, everything feels way better because I feel like I've now got a plan and something to actually do every day. I certainly am feeling like I've got a bit more of that V-taper or seeing some ab definition there. You know, I don't even know the last time I saw abs. It's a little bit crazy.
I like when we go for our morning walks together. We talk about a lot of stuff together on those walks because we're doing it together. We both know we have to get 10,000 steps in, right, Ty? And like, I go for a walk before work in the mornings. It's usually dark out. Ty does his at nighttime when he gets home, but on the weekends, every weekend we go for the same walk and we stop and we pick up a
coffee in the
Americano
morning.
and a tea in the morning, and we talk about stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously you're gonna be walking with someone and we wouldn't have been doing those things before.
Right.
We wouldn't be talking about, I don't know, just our life and our families.
Or if we want to switch it up, like if we want to do something for the weekend or we want to go somewhere, we intentionally try to make sure that we get our steps in while we're doing it. So it has impacted us in terms of how we plan our day and our weeks.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's given us an opportunity to kind of reconnect in a different way.
So there you have it, a true power couple dedicated to conquering their health and their fitness together while building reflections that they're proud of. So listen, if you're watching this right now and you're ready to torch 20 to 40 pounds of stubborn belly fat and build a reflection that you're proud to show off, I want you to book a free strategy call right now. We'll jump on the phone and we'll see if we're a good fit to coach together. So thank you for watching. We'll catch you in the next episode, and always remember, own your choices, own your life.